Hi, I'm Ms. Calhoun, and today I want to give you one tool to put in your toolkit to help you be a super writer. And today's lesson is that super writers can write the greeting, closing, and signature to a friendly letter. How? Use the words and lines on your paper to tell you what to write. Why? You can start writing a friendly letter to the people you care about. So let's go back to what we learned last week about the four parts of a friendly letter. So the four parts of a friendly letter, if you remember, are greeting, body, closing, signature. And in our letter last week, the greeting says, "Dear students." That tells the person who you're writing to. Next, on line 2 comes the body. That's where we write our message, putting our thoughts down into words. Our third line is the closing, and in that line, you'll see the words love, sincerely, respectfully, or your friend. It's kind of a way to end or close your friendly letter. On the fourth line is your signature. And if you remember, your signature is your name. And that's something we all can do. So again, in today's lesson, we're going to practice writing the greeting, line 1, the closing, line 3, and the signature, line 4. Let's find out who we're going to write to today. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Look, it's Mr. Mac. So today we're going to write the greeting, the closing, and the signature to our technology teacher, Mr. Mac. So I remember that from today's teaching point, we're going to use the words and lines on our paper to tell us what to write. So let's start. I see line 1, and there's nothing there. I remember that's the greeting. That's where I write the name of the person where I'm writing to. And look here. It says, "Dear, I'm going to use these words and this line to tell me to write. So I'm going to write the word dear above. Watch me. It starts with an uppercase D. I'm going to write the word dear. And then I need to write the person who I'm writing to. That's Mr. Mac. So I'm going to make a space, and I'm going to write Mr. Mac. And I go back to my line, and after I write the person's name, I'm going to write a comma there. And a comma's kind of like a period. You slow down and you take a little pause. So it says, "Dear Mr. Mac." Okay. We have the body, which has already been written for you, and it says, "I have used technology to meet with my teachers and friends online. I hope to see you soon." So the body is done. Check. So let's go to the closing. The closing is when you're ending the letter, kind of like you're saying goodbye, and a way to close it. So if you remember, we said we use the words on our paper and the lines to tell us what to write next. So in our closing, our choices are love, your friend, respectfully, and sincerely. For the closing, I need to choose one of those words. So let me think about that. Do I want to say love, your friend, respectfully, or sincerely? You know, today, I respect Mr. Mac and I care about him so much, I'm going to use the word respectfully. So watch what I do. I find the word I want to write, which is respectfully. I circle it, and then I write it on line 3. respectfully. I see there's an uppercase R, respectfully. And I see there's a comma again, so I'm going to write a comma. And then I'm going to write the word, then I'm going to go to the closing. And the closing says your name. Oh, Ms. Calhoun, that's not the closing. You're going to the signature, silly goose. Ay, ay, ay. So forgive me. We're going to go to the signature right now. And I could see that I'm going to use the words which says your name and the line to tell me what to write. So my name is Ms. Calhoun. So for the signature, I'm going to write Ms. Calhoun. So super riders, in today's lesson, we learned how to write the greeting, the closing, and the signature. How did we do that? We used the words and the lines on our paper to tell us what to write. So you can see the words dear, and I wrote dear and the person who I was writing to. I went to the closing, I read the words at the bottom, I circled the word I wanted to use today, which was respectfully, and I wrote the word respectfully on the line with a comma. And lastly, with the signature, it says your name, so I wrote your name. So when you're writing the greeting, closing, and signature, make sure you use the words and the lines to tell you what to write. I can't wait for our next Writers Workshop meeting where we talk about writing the body. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Well, I'm back, super writers. There was one more thing I forgot to do on our friendly letter. You can see there's a box next door to our teacher, Mr. Mack. In this box, I want you to draw a picture of Mr. Mack, of you using technology, because that's what my letter is all about. So here it is. I drew a picture of myself. I'm on the laptop working with technology because I know Mr. Mack would be so proud to know that I was using technology while I was working at home. So you can draw a picture on your paper of yourself working on technology, or even draw a picture of Mr. Mack. And truly, super writers, that is the end of today's lessons. See you next week.